welcome back to the channel. I hope wherever you're watching from, you are doing well today. Thank you for clicking on this video. I hope you stayed until the very end of the video. I would love for you to do that. Thank you in advance. All right, so this is what I'm going to be sharing with you today. I have a glass mason jar here, and I'm going to be sharing with you today a mullein plant, right? It's a herb that I grow in my garden that every chance I get to share with someone, I'm sharing how good this herb is so you can use it for yourself. You can plant it in your garden, and I'm going to share more about that later on. Now, this herb is, if you have like, you know, itches on the skin, like if you have rash, just say if you have rash on your skin and it's itchy, you can use it to soothe the skin. You can use it if you have respiratory issues. If you are a smoker, this will be a great herbs for you to add in your, you know, pantry. Also, if you're, as I'm learning recently, if you have like achy joints, you know, it's anti-inflammatory. If you're having issues with bronchitis, asthma, this is the herb for you to have in your pantry. This is the herb that I always make every winter. I make sure that I have it in my pantry for my children and for myself. So if you're having a little cold and flu season is coming up, and this will be the herb to actually keep in your pantry. All right, so let's go outside and harvest some of this mullein plant. Mullein plant is excellent. You want to keep it in your garden, but you want to control it. I'll show you when I get outside. Stay tuned. All right, family, let's go outside and harvest some of this beautiful herbs that we have out here. This morning I was able to come outside and water my garden. Sorry, I don't want to shake this I don't want to shake the camera too much. So here we have plenty of the herb I'm talking about. This is my mullein plants. I'm not going to harvest these today, and I have another one here as well. But I have quite a few growing up. That's my cauliflower growing up. And I'm not going to show you the full garden right now. I'm just going to harvest the mullein plant. So let's do that. So I have some over here, and the broccoli and everything is coming up really nice, as you guys can see. This is the broccoli on this side right here, and over here I have some cabbage. I have some cabbage over here, and I have some collard green. As my sister corrected me the other day and said I'm supposed to say, she said I'm supposed to say collard greens. So collard greens instead of collard green, but a collard green me say, and that me go say collard green. All right, okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and harvest some of these beautiful herbs right here. Look at that, guys. Those are beautiful herbs. So I'm going to harvest some of these right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest some to dry, and then some of them I'm going to leave for just for the tincture today. Let me put the camera right here. Yeah, so I think you guys will be able to see me over here. All right. So yes, family. So this is the beautiful herbs that I've been introducing everybody to. And this herb actually grows, you can find this in the woods as well. A lot of times people tell you that they get it from the woods. You can use this herb, you know, for different things. As I'm preparing it, I will actually explain some more use of this herb. It's a beautiful herb, guys. And if you plant it in your garden, you don't have to plant it again for a while. Unless you actually dig it up. Now the roots are even, yeah, the roots have benefits as well. So I want to get most of these, but before the winter, you know, before it gets really cold. Now it's nice and warm, so, but I'm gonna get most of them because I'm gonna dry out most of them. Today I'm gonna use the fresh ones to do my tincture, but most of them I'm gonna actually use. I'm gonna dry them out. So this is what I've gotten so far. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and harvest these ones right here. Yeah, I think you guys can see. These are so healthy, guys, and you don't even have to. You don't have to even fertilize. There's no fertilizer needed for these. Once I plant them, I just leave them, and they do their own thing. So you don't have to do too much work when you plant this herb, fam. You really don't. You just leave it alone and let it do its thing. I love this herb. You're not gonna get sick if you're using this herb. You have a cold, you have, like I said, respiratory issues, you're gonna be just fine if you have this herb on hand, fam. You have this herb, you're gonna be just fine. All right, so let's see if we can get some more on the other side. All right, so we're gonna come on this side. I had to get my little remote because I have my little remote that I use so I don't go too far over in the videos. So I'm gonna take some from this one as well. It's so much growing here, guys, but what I've learned so far is to control this control the herb from spreading all over. You have to bud the top of it. So when you see it's going to flowers, I'm going to show you over there once I harvest these. You have to cut that off because you're going to have it all over the place if you don't. And I didn't know that when I planted it. So I was worried that it wasn't going to come back the first time. It's what they call it's a biannual plant. So the first time you only get one. When you plant it the first year, you only get one. And then as the years go on, you're going to get quite a few more. So you make sure that you're managing it really well because you will have this herb everywhere, which is not a bad thing for me. I love it. They look so beautiful too. They look like flowers. So anyway, family, this is it. We're going to go inside. Let's go inside and we're going to start cutting up these and getting in the bottle. So stay tuned. I'll see you in a minute. All right, family, so there you have it. I have a good amount of mullein leaf here. Catching my breath, family. All right, so what I'm gonna do, fam, I'm gonna go ahead and wash these up really nicely. You really have to make sure you wash the outside really good, and you gotta wash the inside really, really nice so you can get all the dirt and the insect off of it. And then we're gonna come over, cut it up, and get it in the bottom. So stay tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these up. I've washed everything nicely. Make sure you get the back of it because, you know, sometimes you can see stuff on the back of it, you know, just insect trying to make their little homes. So you want to make sure that you wash it off really nicely, wash it off really, really well, because it feels like velvet. You know, this herb, it feels velvety and it's very soft, and you want to make sure that you get it, you know, you cleanse them really well. So what I'm going to do, fam, is just go ahead and cut these up nicely so we can get to the surface of the herb a little bit better that way. I leave the stem on. I think when I'm drying them, I may take the stem out just to, you know, make sure that it's not so thick and heavy. But now that I'm going to do my tincture, I'm going to leave most of the stem. Just, you know, just maybe just the top part. I may just throw this part out right here. But the rest of it is going to be cut up and put right into the bottle. So as I'm doing this, family, what I also learned about this mullein plant as well is that, you know, the root of it is very good for if you're having urinary issues, if you're having issues with incontinence, you know, if you're always going to the bathroom, you know, this would be a good herb for you to actually use as well. But you have to dig the root up and then get to the root and then boil that, and you know, you can use it. I'm going to do some more research on that. I just learned that recently about this herb, because I'm always telling you guys, that is such a good herb for your respiratory issues, you know, asthma, bronchitis, you know, all that stuff, cold and flu. But I've never really, I didn't understand, or did not learn that you can actually use it as well for, you know, for incontinent issues. But as I said, I will do more research on that, and I will get back to you on that. So let me cut these up, fam. I don't want to have to let you watch me cut up all of this stuff. So let me cut it up, and then I'm going to come right back once everything is cut up. All right, so stay tuned. All right, fam, so what I have here is this is my glycerine that I have, and it's food grade. I'm going to get closer. There it is. It's the food grade 100% pure glycerine. Let's get to finishing this up, guys. Since I have a bottle. This is my mason jar. I always say bottle, mason jar, whatever. Mason jar. So I'm going to go ahead and stuff my bottle with my leaves. And I actually have more leaves than I actually need to put in this jar. So what I'll do is I'm going to also make some for my sisters and maybe my dad. Not maybe. I don't want my father to see this video. I said, did she say maybe my dad? No, I'm going to make some for my sisters and my dad. And, you know, maybe someone else. Maybe my neighbor. Because I have quite a bit of it. So what I don't dry, I will make some for other people. But this is what I'm going to do. So here is your glycerine here. Uh-oh. All right, no problem. We're going to pull this off. And we're going to just pour your glycerine all over it. Now this is very thick, guys, so make sure that it goes to the bottom because you're gonna have bubbles. So what I'm gonna do is, give me a second, let me grab something real quick. All right, so I'm gonna use this stick here. This is a chopstick, and I'm just gonna kind of move this around so the liquid can get to the bottom of it. It's covered really, really well, and that's all you're gonna do, fam. It's not much to it, not much at all. Actually, you know, I'm acting like I'm so professional with making this thing. This is my first time doing it. This is my first time making my tincture. So I'm excited to see how it turns out. Just make sure that it's well, you know, it's well saturated with your glycerine really well. I'm going to put some more of my herbs in here. I think you need some more because, you know, the glycerine, it sucks it up. So I'm gonna just pack a little bit more in there and add a little bit more glycerine. So there you have it, fam. This is your glycerine mullein tincture, and I'm gonna sit this down. You make sure it's covered all the way, you know, at the top there. You see how that's covered? Make sure it's covered really good. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and put this is parchment paper. I'm gonna put a piece of parchment paper over. I'm gonna put the parchment paper on top of it, and then I'm going to put my cloth over it, and this will sit in the pantry or somewhere dark for 6 to 8 weeks, fam. 6 to 8 weeks, and this will be good. It will be ready for you to use. So 6 to 8 weeks, this will be ready, fam. So that's it. It's very simple. So this is what I was telling you about. This is the seeds for the mullein plant, and I've actually bought some to my dad and my sister the other day. So when you notice that this is coming on your plant, just pluck it right off, because if you don't, you'll have mullein plants everywhere outside. If you don't mind, you can just leave it on it, but that's what I've done. So this is it, fam. I hope that you guys enjoy. All right, fam, so this is your mullein tincture. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, comment down below, and let me know what you're doing. Are you doing tincture? And if so, how do you make yours? Do you do alcohol or do you do the glycerine? All right. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.